Hey there everyone, Prometheus Printing here. Just a quick little video about how to put together my Doomslayer shield model. You're going to need all of your printed parts, a 608 ZZ bearing, and some super glue, CA glue, something along those lines. We're going to start off first with our blade. You'll have either side of your blade and your 3 alignment pins. Super simple. Get yourself some glue and put a little dab, just a little bit, in each of the holes, and you'll want to do this on either side. Place your pins and then put a little bit of glue down just in the middle, hold it together. Line up your blades, press it down further so it snaps together, and then I would take it, put it off to the side with a little bit of weight on top. Next up, we're going to do our shield core. This all slots together really nicely. First off, take your core and your bronze piece, a little bit of glue, slot your green piece in, push it down. Next up, your silver. Now this one is a little tricky because it is a very tight tolerance at with a 0.2 nozzle. So you might have to bend the silver piece a little, just a little, don't break it. So again, a little bit of glue. Push it in nice and tight. Like I said, tight tolerances. So go around each edge, make sure it's seated all the way in. And you'll see there's the little line here. We're going to come back to that. Next up, we have the back. We've got our bronze accent. Make sure you have the side with the accent up. Bit of glue. Press that in. Next up, we have our pin and if you're printing the stand, the magnet tray for the stand. So we need to get some magnets in here. I suggest a magnet insertion tool, something that's going to allow you to keep the polarities aligned. This, again, is a tight tolerance, so you actually shouldn't need glue here. You should be able just to press fit it in. If it's a little looser, a little bit of glue just to hold them in is never a bad idea. Now it's time to put it all together. You'll see we have a registration mark here and a registration mark there. Put this through. Put down a little bit of glue first. Line up your registration mark, press it in, nice and tight. Now grab your blade and your bearing, place the bearing in the blade. This is a very tight fit, so you might have to use a little persuasion, some rip and tear, you might say. All right, once you've got your bearing and your blade mated up, grab your shield back, put a spacer, and then your blade. Now, be conscious of which way you want this to spin. In the game, he holds it on his left arm, and the points go towards the enemy. So, like this, points towards the enemy, like that. Your next spacer. This is where this registration line comes in here. This is going to make sure that this part lines up like this. So when you put it on the stand, the logo is facing the proper direction. Again, whichever way you want this going, you might want to make that adjustment. So we're going to take some glue and we're going to put some in the hole. Do not get any on the back of the spinner or it'll seize up the blade. Press down just a little bit so that it can kind of get a good bond. In fact, maybe even do it this way so no glue ends up on the blade. And I would leave it for a little bit. Last up is going to be the stand. Stand is super simple. Again, registration mark, put a little bit of glue, line up your mark, put it in. And now we have the finishing touch, which is putting our Doom the Dark Ages logo on our stand. Of course, this is optional. If you don't want this on here, don't put it on. There's no markings or anything on the front of the piece that kind of mar it up. I did that on purpose. So all we're gonna do is put down a little bit of glue there. Line it up by hand as best you can. I don't recommend any activator here or anything, and then just put it flat on the table and kind of line it up. This is not easy on a desk mat. And that's it. Leave it to dry. It's not going anywhere. And now we are all done.